Hey guys, Hamo back again. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LG Wing in 2021. I know LG is a dying art at this point and they are no longer making smartphones, but this is a phone that I always wanted to try, and here's my full review. First of all, I like the curved buttons on the right. It has a nice texture to it, but I wish that the power button had a different texture so that you can tell the difference without having to look at it. Although I wish the volume rocker was lower, because once you open up the swivel display, it is actually kind of hard to reach. I think this is a pretty cool design, but it would have been nice if I can flip the screen from either side, but it's not a deal breaker. The phone itself is pretty thick and have a great build quality. It does have a military grade. I haven't dropped it yet, but it does seem like it will be able to withstand a few drops. It has a 6.8 OLED display for the big screen, and for the mini screen it is a 3.9 inch display. The small screen itself is actually pretty limited. Can't really do much with it other than the built-in Google apps. You can text with it. You can watch YouTube on the half screen. Some of the other chat functions are not supported, such as Google Voice or Hangouts. I don't find myself using it that often due to the fact that not many apps support it. Sometimes when I'm playing games and I want to watch a video, that is probably the most practical use. Other than that, I haven't done anything too fancy with it. Unlike the LG V60 where you have a dual screen, that phone, both screens support basically all apps, which I found to be a lot more useful than the LG Wing. The LG Wing have a glass back, so it is very prone to fingerprint. It also have a 64 megapixel main camera, a 13 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera that you can use in gimbal mode. It basically allows you to use the software to move the camera around without physically having to move your phone. I probably used this feature once since I set up the phone and have not touched it ever since. The LG Wing comes with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage, which is a lot more than many other flagship phones out there. In addition to that, it also have expandable memory. You can put a micro SD card in it for up to 2TB of storage. If you are bored and need something to fidget with, it is actually pretty fun to open and close the phone. Some of the issues I have with this phone is that it cannot handle Bluetooth and hotspot being on at the same time for some reason. Whenever I have my hotspot on, I can't connect to the Bluetooth music in my car. The processor is a Snapdragon 765G, which is a mid-range chip, and it is pretty noticeable when you're doing intensive activities such as having the dash cam and the GPS running at the same time. It does tend to crash and overheat a lot. Macro photos tend to struggle a little bit on this phone. Here I'm trying to take a picture of my finger, but it takes a few tries before I can actually get a decent one that is not out of focus. Google Assistant seems to be struggling on the LG Wing after the most recent update. As you can see here, I'm just trying to set alarm for an hour, but it's not able to recognize that. Since LG is no longer supporting the smartphone business, you might start seeing more random bugs like these. Video recording is pretty decent under proper lighting. It is not waterproof, but it is splash proof. The LG Wing also lack high refresh rate, which is disappointing even by 2020 standard in the Android world. It also released in October of 2020 with Android 10. Currently it is May 2021 and it is still on Android 10. Software support have never been a strong point for LG, but it is still slightly disappointing. It also have a 4000 mAh battery, which is just okay, but it should last you the whole day. Overall, if you want a phone with a cool form factor, which may catch people's eyes and be a conversation starter, this is probably the one. In terms of being practical, it is probably not that useful to have a small secondary display on the bottom. I actually prefer the LG V60 more, where you can have two full display with full app support. So the LG Wing basically sacrificed a lot of the flagship specs for a unique design. I wouldn't pay $1,000 for it, which was the original release price. Although if it is under $600, it may be worth a try if you're looking for something new and unique. But with $600, you can actually get a lot of really competitive high-spec phones out there if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking to just stand out and try something new, this is not a bad choice either. Let me know what your thoughts are on the LG Wing and if you still plan to get them in 2021. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.